Breathe in, relax. And then on the exhale, pull the upper body and tilt the pubic bone and round over like a big beach ball. She's curling up. And she's quivering, which is good. I call it the earthquake because we live in California, right? That little shake in the abdominals, that's a good thing. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale to roll down. And release head, neck, and shoulders. That's better. Inhale. Tilt the pubic bone. Exhale. Empty the air out. Curl your chin and roll back up. So Gail is doing a nice variation because she's got, can I pin you? Do you mind, Gail? Gail, because there's other people with osteoporosis. So I'm going to pin you for a minute. Gail is a really advanced teacher. She works with me once a week in privates. I'm going to pin her for a minute. She can't flex her spine. So, all right. So tell us what's going on with you and why you're doing what you're doing.
Okay. Well, since I have osteopenia starting to enter osteoporosis, I'm trying to be good. So even though I love roll-ups, I was just going to do a hinge, like short box, and then leave my abdominals and my sternum to come back. So I'm not using just my hip flexors.
Right. So you cross your band. That's an interesting choice. It gives you a little more freedom.
A little more support, I thought, so that I wouldn't try to use my hip flexors.
Right.
So that was my thinking.
So you just lean back like a hinge.
I was doing a hinge and then trying to think long through my spine and use my abdominals to come up instead of gripping my hip flexors, which I kind of like to do in general.
Right. So I'm thinking also if you wanted to get fancy while we're doing roll-ups, you could probably rotate to one side.
Oh, rotate. Oh,
yeah, there you go. And then come back up, right? So you don't get bored. The whole idea that I like to put into people's minds is that we can get really creative. There's no reason for someone to sit out in a group mat class picking their nose because they can't do what's what everyone else is doing. So I think, was it Deb Levinsky? You also said you had, so you might try that as a variation. Obviously forward flexion is contraindicated for a lot of folks these days. So people, if you haven't done this before, you don't need to use weights. All right, but Lisa's been working on this for a while. So she has osteoporosis. She can't do forward flexion. And we've been working a lot on trying to strengthen her upper back. So this is a whole progression, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to show it first with her forehead down so that she's got a place for her nose and just work the upper body. But eventually we're going to lift into a body hover. So it's quite a difficult exercise. This is a great exercise, by the way, if you have any men with what we call upper cross syndrome, which is the forward head, rounded shoulder thing. So she's going to take a breath in on the inhale. Notice her shoulders in prone, they're relaxed, so they're rolled forward. So the first thing you're going to see on her inhale is that she's going to pull her shoulder blades down into the back pockets. As she exhales, it's airplane arms, but in reverse, right? They're lengthening down towards her hips, and she floats and hovers. Look at that nice line of shoulders in place. No, don't go beyond. Don't go beyond. Relax. Palms are up to the ceiling. You've turned your hands. That's part 1. Roll back down and relax. Just do that one more time. Inhale, pin the shoulders. Exhale, airplane arms and lengthen and hold. Okay, so that's part 1. And come back down. Now we're going to add on part 2. So we'll do a third one and hover and hold. Take a breath. Don't lift your body yet. Pull the shoulder blades down the back pockets and hold. Lift. Right, now listen carefully. She's going to turn her palms down on an inhale, right where they are. And exhale, swim the arms out to a T. Don't bring your body up. Don't bring your body up. Just out to the T. She's reaching as wide as she can, and she melts back to the floor. Good, Lisa. Turn the hands back and come back to the home position. One more time, just part 1 and 2. Inhale, pin the shoulder blades. Exhale, reach and float the arms. Inhale, turn the palms. And exhale, she reaches wide, 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 wide out to the side and comes down. Right, now we're gonna add part 3. So let's go back to the beginning. Inhale, pin the shoulder blades. Exhale, reach the hands and hover. Right, turn the hands, inhale, reach out to the side and hold. Right, now turn the palms to face your cabinet. Inhale. And exhale, reach to a high V overhead without hiking the shoulders. Reach long, 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 and melt to the floor. Yes, one more time. So notice she hasn't lifted her upper body yet. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, pin the shoulder blades. Exhale, float and hover. Turn the palms, inhale. Exhale, out to the side, wide wingspan. Hold it there, turn the palms again, inhale. Exhale, reach and frame the head. Good. So this part alone, to reach overhead and pull the shoulder blades down, is very, very difficult. If I gave it to Andrea right now, she'd have her shoulders up to her ears. Now, we're going to show you the more advanced version, which is immediately as she lifts her hands, she's going to bring her whole body into a hover. Now, listen carefully. Also, Lisa knows this. It's not wishful thinking, which would be just lifting the neck. She's doing her best to really lift her whole upper body, rib cage and shoulders off the mat, even if it's a tiny bit, right? So inhale, pin the shoulders. Exhale, reach and hover and hold the body up. She's holding her ribs up. Good. Turn the palms. Inhale. Hold the hover in the body. Reach out to the side. Right? So she doesn't come any higher, but she's reaching wide. Inhale, turn the palms. And reach overhead. Reach, 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 reach. And come down. Right. So obviously she's in a good position by the time she's there to do swimming. Right? Swimming. So let's all go prone. Use a pillow under your forehead. Reach your arms, and they don't have to be straight overhead. They can be palms facing one another in a V. I know that classic Pilates, we have the palms down. Let's turn the pinkies towards the mat for now. All right? And take a breath and lengthen your right arm alongside your ear or out to a V, and your left leg. Just your right arm and your left leg, reaching long. And lower it down. And left arm, right leg, if you want. And reach long. And lower down. And right arm, left leg, reach long. And lower down. And left arm, right leg, reach long. And lower down. Good. Now, let's add a body hover. So remember, it's not just your forehead, but you're trying to lift your ribs and shoulders. So take a breath, lift the right arm, left leg, and the forehead floats. And keep your head there and switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. And inhale, exhale, switch. Hold the hover. And inhale, exhale, switch. And one more time. And come down to rest for a moment. Breathe, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And when you're ready, you're going to lift everything, arms, legs, and head, and hold the hover. Reach, ready, hold, and quick swimming. Into, out to, into, out to. Beautiful, people. What a nice class. Into, out to, out to, into, out to, into, out to, into, out to. Reach long. And melt to the mat. Push back to rest position. Very, very nice.